Visible on the ABC News app and on ABC iView. I'm Ros Childs. National Press Club is up next. Thanks for your company.
Today, the National Press Club, Macquarie University Chancellor Martin Parkinson and CEO of Settlement Services International, Violet Remuliotis. The pair will outline ways to improve productivity in Australia. Martin Parkinson and Violet Remuliotis with today's National Press Club address.
Hello and welcome to the National Press Club and today's Westpac address. My name is Gemma Daly. I'm a director of the club and I've been a member for 25 years now. My day job is Head of Media and Government Affairs at Australia Industry Group, which represents around 60,000 businesses. Well, thank you for your time today, both of you. Please join me in thanking Martin Parkinson.
Thanks, Jim.
Hello and welcome to ABC News. I'm Ros Childs. Here are our top stories. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese will deliver an address to the nation tonight, where he's expected to outline the government's response to the Middle East conflict. The federal government's cut to the fuel excise comes into effect today. Small businesses will also receive targeted support, with the ATO agreeing to provide relief to those unable to meet their tax obligations. Donald Trump estimates that the US will cease its military campaign against Iran in 2 to 3 weeks. The comments came after he criticised European nations for their refusal to provide more military support for the war effort. The US president says countries who need jet fuel should go get their own oil from the Strait of Hormuz. New immunisation data shows childhood vaccination coverage declined for the 5th year in a row in 2025. More than 80,000 Australian children aged 5 and under were not fully up to date with their vaccinations. Experts warn the decline in coverage will see more severe illness and death from preventable diseases. And the Socceroos have thumped Curacao 5-1 in their final home game before the World Cup. Australia scored 4 goals in just over 15 minutes to seal the win. The Socceroos will play Turkey in their first group game in June. More now on the Middle East war. Iran has launched a new threat against US companies based across the Middle East, warning it will attack them in retaliation for new strikes by the US in Iran. Quick look at the national weather now. Brisbane, a shower or two. Sydney and Canberra, mostly sunny. Possible shower for Melbourne. Hobart, a possible afternoon shower. Mostly sunny in Adelaide, partly cloudy in Perth, and a possible shower in Darwin, getting up to 33. Question time's about to begin, so let's head to Canberra and bring in our political reporter, Stephanie Boris. Hi, Steffi. The fuel crisis remains the government's focus. What's been announced?
Hi, Ros. Well, today the government has announced some support for businesses, specifically small businesses. They've said that the ATO is slightly changing arrangements to help those businesses that are struggling as a result of rising fuel prices. So this is things like changing PAYG instalments. It's also limiting compliance action and also putting a pause on debt collection as well at this stage. Aside from that ATO support and changes in that space, the government has promised to make it easier on News Channel at 7 o'clock tonight.
Steffi, thank you. Donald Trump says the US could end its military campaign against Iran within 2 to 3 weeks. And as global fuel prices test economies around the world, the US president suggested the US will leave others to secure the Strait of Hormuz. Finance news now with Alicia Barry. Hi, Alicia. So the latest home price data is out. How are capital cities performing?
Well, we're seeing a big divergence between the big capital cities like Sydney and Melbourne in terms of price growth and the other capitals. Perth was a standout and the Australian dollar is back above 69 US cents, currently sitting bang on that right now, Ros.
Thanks, Alicia. Quick look at the national weather for tomorrow now. Brisbane, a shower or two. Sydney and Canberra, mostly sunny. Partly cloudy in Melbourne. Hobart, possible shower. Adelaide, mostly sunny. Sunny in Perth and showers in Darwin with a top of 35. This is ABC News, our top stories. The Prime Minister says his upcoming national address will recognise the impacts the war in the Middle East is having on Australia's economy. The address will be simulcast on TV and radio across Australia at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The government has stepped up its response to the situation with tax relief for small businesses and its fuel excise cut, which comes into force today. The US President will also address his country tomorrow in what the White House says will be an important update on the war. Donald Trump now says the US will end its military campaign against Iran within the next few weeks. He's also repeated criticism of US allies for their refusal to offer more support for his war. New immunisation data shows childhood vaccination coverage declined for the fifth year in a row in 2025. More than 80,000 Australian children aged 5 and under were not fully up to date with their vaccinations. Experts warn the decline in coverage will see more severe illness and death from preventable diseases. And the Socceroos have thumped Curacao 5-1 in their final home game before the World Cup. Australia scored 4 goals in just over 15 minutes to seal the win. The Socceroos will play Turkey in their first group game in June. The Australian government is wargaming how it can help Pacific nations deal with fuel shortages as the region stares down a potential economic crisis. David Claughton there. Time for sport now. Here's Daniela Intilli.
The Socceroos' full World Cup group has been confirmed after Turkey qualified for the tournament with an away win this morning to Kosovo.
Quick look at the national weather now. Brisbane, a shower or two. Sydney and Canberra, mostly sunny. Partly cloudy for Melbourne. Hobart, possible shower. Mostly sunny for Adelaide. Sunny in Perth and showers in Darwin with a top there of 35. Before we go, a reminder, the Prime Minister will address the nation on radio and television this evening at 7 Eastern Daylight Time to outline the local impact of the ongoing war in the Middle East. You can catch it live across ABC platforms and stream it anytime on ABC iView. That's ABC News for now. There's more on the ABC News app and on ABC iView. I'm Ros Childs. Stay with us. Afternoon briefing is coming up next. From us, it's goodbye. Thank you for your company.
It's the only quiz show